May HARUACH Adonai bless the reading of his word. In HARUACH Adonai, YHWH HAMASCHIAC, amen. We take a Holy Torah reading from one of the letters of Apostle Paul to the non-Hebrews, Qorintyim, Aleph, chapter 12. I read from the New Testament letters. Verse 1, and concerning spiritual gifts, brothers, I do not wish you to be ignorant. 2, you know that you were nations, led away to the dumb idols, even as you might be led. See also Ephesians chapter 2 verse 11, Ephesians chapter 4 verse 17, Kepha Aleph chapter 4 verse 3, Thessalonians Aleph chapter 1 verse 4 and 5. 3, therefore I make known to you that no one speaking by the Spirit of Elohim says YEHUDA, HAMASCHIAC, the son of her name is a curse. I take that again, verse 3, therefore I make known to you that no one speaking by the Spirit of Elohim says YEHUDA, HAMASCHIAC, the son of Hanan. The son of Hanan is a curse, and no one is able to say that YEHUDA, HAMASCHIAC, the son of Hanan, is master as Adonai, except by HARUACH Adonai. Verse 4, and there are different kinds of gifts, but the same HARUACH Adonai. 5, and there are different kinds of services, but the same Master Adonai. 6, and there are different kinds of workings, but it is the same HARUACH Elohim who is working all in all. Verse 7, and to each one is given the manifestation of HARUACH Elohim for profiting. 8, verse 8, for to one is given the word of wisdom through HARUACH Elohim, and to another the word of knowledge according to HARUACH Elohim. 9, and to another the gift of faith by the same HARUACH Adonai, the one eternal Spirit, and to another gift of healing, the same eternal HARUACH Eloha, the eternal Spirit. Verse 10, and to another ability to do miracles, then to some other person the gift of prophecy, to another person the gift of discerning of spirits, and yet to another person different kinds of tongues speaking, and to another the interpretation of diverse tongues. Verse 11, but only the one and the HARUACH Adonai works all this, distributing to each one individually as he intends. Verse 11 again, but only the one and the HARUACH Adonai works all this, distributing to each one individually as he intends. Verse 11 again, but only the one HARUACH Adonai works all this, distributing to each one individually as he intends. So verse 11 again, but only the one HARUACH Adonai works all this, distributing to each one individually as he intends. Verse 12, for as the body is one, and has many members, but all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is HAMASCHIAC. 13, for indeed by HARUACH Elohim, we were all immersed into one body, whether Yehudim or other nations, whether slaves or free, we were all made to drink into one Elohim. Verse 14, for indeed the body is not one member but many. 15, if the foot says, because I am not a hand, I do not belong to the body, does it therefore not belong to the body? 16, and if the ear says, because I am not an eye, I do not belong to the body, does it therefore not belong to the body? Verse 17, and if all the body was an eye, where would the hearing be? If all hearing were, would the smelling be? Verse 17 again, if there was an error, if all the body was an eye, where would be the hearing? If all hearing, where would be the smelling? 18, but now Elohim has set the members, each one of them, in the body, even as he pleased. Verse 19, and if they all had been one member, where would the body be? Verse 20, and now there are indeed many members, but one body. Verse 21, and an eye is unable to say to the hand, I have no need of you. Or again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. Verse 20, but much rather those members of the body which are brought to be weaker are necessary. Verse 23, and to those of the body which we think to be less respected, this represents greater respect. And our unseemly members have greater seemliness. Verse 24, whereas our seemly members have no need, but HARUACH Elohim blended together the body, having given greater respect to that member which lacks it. 25, that there should be no vision in the body, but that the members should have the same concern one for another. 26, and if one member suffer, all the members suffer with the person, or if one member is esteemed, all the members rejoice with him or her. Verse 26 again, and if one member suffers, all the members suffer with the person, or if one member is esteemed, all the members rejoice with him or her. Verse 27, and you are a body of YHWH, HAMASCHIAC, our Messiah. Verse 27 again, and you are a body of YHWH, HAMASCHIAC, our Messiah, and members are individually (28) and Hayo Elohim has appointed this in the assembly: firstly, emissaries; secondly, prophets; thirdly, teachers; after the miracles, then gift of healings, charity, ministrations, kinds of tongues. Verse 27 again, and you are a body of YHWH, HAMASCHIAC, a Messiah, and members are individually. 28, and Hayo Elohim has appointed these in the assembly: firstly, emissaries; secondly, prophets; thirdly, teachers; after that, miracles; then gifts of healings, charity, ministrations, kinds of tongues. 29, are all emissaries? Are all prophets? Are all teachers? Are all workers of miracles? 30, do all have gift of healings? Do all speak with tongues? Do all interpret? 31, but earnestly seek the better gifts, and yet I show you a more excellent way. May RUACH Adonai, YHWH HAMASCHIAC, bless the reading of his word in RUACH Elohim, YHWH HAMASCHIAC. Amen and amen.